Hello and welcome to all. Today's topic is internet access method. First method is dial-up connection. Dial-up connection, the most basic type of internet connection is called a dial-up connection. This connection is made through a modem that uses a telephone line to connect to the internet. The modem must dial the telephone every time it wants to connect to the internet, hence the name dial-up connection. Dial-up is where internet connections got started. It was the first widely used type of internet connection. When you have a dial-up connection, you hear beeping and buzzing noises while the internet connection is being established. Internet service using dial-up can be disrupted by someone picking up the landline in the home or someone trying to make an incoming call. Dial-up access is like a phone connection except that the parties at the two ends are computer devices rather than people. The cost of dial-up is usually less expensive, but it has much slower speeds. Dial-up can be considered acceptable for reading text-only documents and email. If you are going to download images or video, it is best to consider another method of connecting to the internet. Dial-up internet is available anywhere with landline phones. Also, users in remote and rural areas can typically get dial-up. However, users cannot talk on their landline and be connected online at the same time because of the telephone line connection. Dial-up does not deliver high-speed internet. The wait time to load a single web page can be several minutes. Advantage of dial-up connection. First advantage is low cost. Second advantage is it is available everywhere. Disadvantage, low speed, requires phone line and route busy. Suitability of dial-up connection, basic internet browsing and email not suitable if user try to download or upload large files like music, video or pictures. With the rapid adoption of ADSL, dial-up access is often only used a backup internet connection for user. DSL, digital subscriber line, it is one of many technologies used to bring an internet connection and information into homes and businesses. What makes DSL unique is that it uses existing telephone lines connection with special adaptations. DSL started to become popular in the late 80s and 90s. How does it work? DSL brings a connection into your home through telephone lines and allows the household to use the internet and make telephone calls at the same time. It works because the DSL system separates the telephone signals into three bands of frequencies. The lowest band allows for telephone calls, while the other two bands take care of uploading and downloading online activities. Cable companies provide a cable modem for internet customer. What are the advantages of DSL? In most scenarios, you would likely want DSL only if your other alternative were old-fashioned low-cost dial-up service, which is still available in many areas. Compared to dial-up, DSL offers you advantages like You are able to use the internet and make phone calls. Second, it is faster than dial-up. Third, you have a choice of price plans based on the speed you want or were willing to get. Variation of DSL. DSL is a generic term used for family of related technologies including HDSL, stand for high bit DSL. Second, IDSL stand for ISDN DSL. Third, SDSL stand for symmetric DSL. And fourth, ADSL stand for asymmetrical DSL. ADSL, asymmetric DSL. The difference in data carrying capacity between frequencies ranges gives rise to the term asymmetric because the signal going upstream is at a lower frequency. It has less data capacity than the higher frequency signal coming downstream. Asymmetric digital subscriber line is a technology that provides high transmission speed for video and voice to homes over an ordinary copper telephone line. ADSL uses a higher frequency of the lines than the landline telephony. ADSL is a development of its predecessor. Modern ADSL solutions can deliver much faster speeds. ADSL technique was produced to send video on request via the telephone network. The majority of broadband connections today uses ADSL technologies, but it more and more competing with fiber optics. Operation of ADSL. When ADSL is operated on a two-wire analog telephone or ISDN line, the telephone service operates normally in the baseband of the connection. The high-speed data connection provided by ADSL uses only the high-frequency signal transmission capabilities of the connection. To keep the telephone and ADSL services apart, high-frequency filters or splitters are used at both ends of the user connection. At the customer's home, the splitting device is called simply a DSL splitter or DSL filter. This may take a number of different forms but is generally a small device. A DSL splitter must be provided at the ADSL customer's home in order for the service to work. Sometimes these devices is dispatched in the post to the customer by the service provider at the time when the customer sign up for ADSL service. The customer need only plug the device in according to the installation instructions. In some countries, it is the responsibility of the customer to purchase his own filter or splitter. In these countries, the splitter may be provided as in cable devices and be provided with DSL modem when purchased from a computer store. In addition to the DSL splitter, the DSL customer must provide a DSL modem to plug into the DSL splitter. Typically, National Telecommunication Law requires the DSL modem be owned by the customer who may purchase such devices either from the DSL service provider or from a computer store. Variation of ADSL. ADSL and ADSL 2 Plus are variation of ADSL technology. If you are a frequent user of the internet, surf for long period of time or have a need for large scale data transfer or high bandwidth applications such as gaming software downloading or video on demand, and the 8 Mbps downstream bit rate of standard ADSL is a limitation. then ADSL 2 or ADSL 2 Plus is the right solution for you. Alternatively, given that ADSL 2 Plus is fast becoming the standard type of ADSL offered by ADSL service providers, you may select the ADSL 2 Plus directly anyway. ISDN Integrated Services Digital Network. What is ISDN? Integrated Service Digital Network is the original high-speed internet service. It got famous during the 90s and so on. Much like its predecessor, the dial-up internet services ISDN utilizes a phone line. In fact, it set the standard for telephone data service. ISDN internet service was improvement upon dial-up, and it also provides the way for DSL and cable modem internet service thereafter. It can be considered the step of internet evolution that lies between dial-up and DSL. Modern internet use the bringing high-speed access inside the home. ISDN became the standard by which rival broadband internet service providers competed. Although ISDN internet service still exists like the dial-up connection, it is being replaced by faster and cheaper services that the broadband companies are providing. Regardless, broadband high-speed internet service is still compared with ISDN today since they both represent the standard of their times. ISDN internet service is basically a telephone-based network system that operates by a circuit switch or dedicated line. It can transmit data and phone conversation digitally over normal telephone wires. This makes it both faster and of higher quality than dial-up internet service. During the 90s, the way people did business, no longer you have to miss a call in order to access your internet or shut down the internet to make a telephone call. As such, ISDN internet service made video teleconferencing not only possible but very popular at this time as well. There are two different types or lines of ISDN internet service. The first is a basic speed ISDN line called a basic rate interface or BRI. This line has two data channels that operate at 64 kilobit per second. Two or more ISDN BRI lines can be combined as well, yielding speed of 256 kilobits per second. Combining these lines is common for video conferencing use or for transmitting data at higher speed. The second type of ISDN line is called a primary rate line or primary rate interface (PRI). This line had 23 barrier channels and has a total speed of 1.5 MB per second. It is used mostly for telephone communication rather than data transmission, particular within companies that have large private telephone exchange system operating inside their businesses. The advantages of having ISDN internet service lies in the data lines themselves. Not only do you have constant data speed via these lines, each barrier channel runs at 64 kbps with the ability to be combined to reach greater speeds. ISDN internet services also allow for multiple data transmission, so telephone calls and data downloading are no longer mutually exclusive. This disadvantage, however, is that the digital clarity of ISDN voice communication and its speedy data transmission come at an extra cost. ISDN is built like a phone line but with an added cost for service. and although its operational distance from the ISDN central office is greater than that for DSL, its terminal adapter, similar to a modem, is more expensive than DSL or cable modem. While this equipment and service continue to remain costly, it is leaving the way open for other internet services like broadband to quickly replace ISDN's share of the marketplace. Advantage of ISDN lets you talk and surf together. Second, faster than 56 kbps. Third, suitable for attaching more than one PC to the internet. Disadvantage of ISDN: difficult to set up. Second, available only in limited areas. Third, requires special termination equipment to be fitted by the telecom company at both ends of the telephone line. Fourth, outdated, being replaced by DSL. 6. Not practical for more than 6 computers. Wireless internet connection. Wireless internet uses radio frequencies to connect to the internet. It is an always on connection, much like DSL, within an area that has coverage. The wireless connection can also be used on your cell phone. It is similar to satellite coverage, but instead of using a satellite to connect to the internet, it uses cell phone towers. Wireless is a convenient internet service. A wireless service also provides coverage more easily when cell phone coverage exists. A disadvantage of wireless internet is that it costs more than DSL or cable. Satellite internet connection. Another way to connect to the internet is through a satellite connection. Satellite internet is good for people who live in areas where other internet options are not available. However, it is a more expensive option for internet access. The satellite dish sends a signal to a larger orbiting satellite that passes the internet request down to the satellite hub of your internet service provider. With satellite internet, you are connecting a computer to the internet with a modem and satellite dish. Satellite internet provides a way for remote areas to obtain internet access. A phone line is not needed because the satellite dish is connected to your computer and not your phone line. However, the weather will affect the signal path, so you should expect poor internet quality during windy or rainy weather. It is a costly internet connection. The speed is slightly slower than other connection. Modem. Modem is a short form for modulator demodulator. It is a hardware component that allows a computer or another device, such as router or switch, to connect to the internet. It converts or modulates an analog signal from a telephone or cable wire to digital data that a computer can recognize. Similarly, it converts digital data from a computer or other device into an analog signal that can be sent over standard telephone lines. Modern modems are typically DSL or cable modems, which are considered broadband devices. DSL modems operate over a standard telephone line but use a wider frequency range. This allows for higher data transfer rates than dial-up modems and enables them to not interfere with phone calls. Cable modems send and receive data over standard cable television lines, which are typically coaxial cable. Modems are not needed for fiber optics connection because the signals are transmitted digitally from beginning to end. Analog modem is a modem used for asynchronous transmission of data over POTS or plain old telephone services lines. Digital modem, any type of modem used for synchronous transmission of data over circuit switched digital line. They are basically data framing devices rather than signal modulator. Difference between analog modem and digital modem is that analog modem is a communication device that can convert digital signals to analog signals and analog signals to digital signals so that data can travel along an analog telephone line, while a digital modem is a communication device that sends and receives data and information to and from a digital signal. Thanks.